Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday morning, July 20th, 2026. If you check the scroll across the bottom of the screen, you'll find out some of the things that's going on in music history. I want to do one quick housekeeping thing here, and then we'll start reading a little bit. All right. Again, July 20th, and in 1981, Journey releases Escape, their most popular album. Don't Stop Believing did pretty good on the charts back then, but it became a major, long lasting song. And Andrew Stockdale in 1976, it was his birthday. He was born in Brisbane, Australia. This day in 1970, the Carpenters appear on the Dating Game. They perform Close to You, and each of them selects a date. uh, in 65, Bob Dylan released Like a Rolling Stone. In 65, the Lovin' Spoonful released Do You Believe in Magic? In 1961, the Beatles, at that time known as the Beat Brothers, got some press in the British paper Mersey Beat announcing their first record deal. Amazing stuff. So that's what's going on in music history. I hope everybody's having a good Monday morning so far, and everyone is getting the day that they deserve. I'm already on my last cup of coffee. We've had a thunderstorm come through, the sun's coming up. So tell me how your day is starting off. And thank you, Sonia, for being the first one in chat. As you can see, Boone is in our mountains, and even Boone is warm at 67. Khadijah, good morning, and I hope you're having a great start to your day. I hope today is a relaxation day for you, Khadijah, and you don't have to be going around to appointments. WTF, Mike. Thank you, Khadijah. They're clicking in this morning. Uh, there's over 200 people coming to the channel now. Most every program has between 100 and 150 people showing up. Truly blessed. I appreciate everybody's support. Mike, Friday, I wasn't sure if you and YKB were pranking people or what was going on, because it just sounded like YKB was mumbling in the background constantly. I thought he was trying to prank Kathy or something. And good afternoon, YKB. And the birds have started singing again, thank goodness. I need to, YKB, I'm going to have to start putting your live stream on and lay the phone down or put it on the laptop and walk away, because I'm starting to want to play video games and I don't need to get back into that habit. For me, it's a bad habit. Well, Khadijah, I'm glad your neighbor's saying hello. And for all of our friends in the UK, with all the videos of everybody coming over here from other countries, and they're talking about how friendly Americans are, which is true, there's nothing keeping you guys from being friendly to one another. Start a trend, set an example. Uh, and YKB, I don't want to be a wet blanket this morning, but if you will talk to Stevie B, I'm not so sure the stuff that Mike promised to send her has gotten there yet. YKB, when video games first came out and you had to put a quarter in the machine, uh, I played those so much that I developed a rash across the bridge of my nose between my eyebrows, because the CRTs, they were tube CRTs and they do emit low level radiation. Watching them from across the room is no problem, but being up close playing video games, so I had to quit. Oh, okay. That used to be a running joke, though. Ah, see, that was a running joke. Hey, Judy Wheeler. Judy, it is so good to see you. But YKB, Mike supposedly took a very long time, if he's even sent Stevie that box yet. Sharon. Okay, Sharon, thank you. If anybody says anything to you, Sharon, I'll try to read it for you. I don't want you doing anything but paying attention to the road. And Oh, me. I'll have to bring that up Tuesday night. I'll ask Stevie if she's got her package yet. Mike says hello, Sharon and Val. Val's hard at work. Sharon's up to getting around. Judy is on the men's. And congratulations to the soccer champions. All right, let's see here. We got a few birthdays today. The one that stands out to me is July the 20th, 1945. Kim Carnes is born. She was born in Los Angeles, California. I'm a somewhat of a fan of Kim Carnes. Judy's playing peekaboo. She keeps saying, I see you. Judy, we just want you to get. I don't have a clue, Mike. I don't know who won. I just know they played it yesterday. Also celebrating their birthday today, Andrew Stockdale. He was born in Brisbane, Australia, 1976. Stone Gossard was born in Seattle, Washington, 1966. Chris Cornell was born in 1964 in Seattle, Washington. Mick McNeil was born in 1958 on the Isle of Barra, Scotland. So YKB might know something about Mick McNeil. 1947. Oh, this is a huge name. Carlos Santana was born in Altalan de Navarro, Jalisco, Mexico. Judy, I wish I could make you laugh all the time. You deserve it. T.G. Shepard is born in 1944 in Humboldt, Tennessee. John Lodge is born in Erdington, Birmingham, England. Roger Blair, good morning. Let's see here. That was 43. Buddy Knox is born in 1933 this day in, of all places, Happy, Texas. Apparently, there's a town in Texas called Happy. I thought that was kind of interesting when I found that. And those are the birthdays I come across this morning. At least the ones related to music. Oh, WTF Mike, how's the smoke up there? And then our friends down in the Gulf Coast, they've got a tropical storm brewing. They said it might make landfall in Louisiana and move on into Texas. The good news is it probably won't turn into a hurricane. When I went out to get the last cup of coffee this morning, stepped onto the back porch and there was a buck walking through my backyard. I don't know what's going on with the wildlife around here. The birds have they've got to where they'll take long breaks and not make any sounds. And up until a few weeks ago, I had not seen a deer anywhere near here. They were at least 2 or 3 miles from the house. Oh man, Mike, that sounds like a great plan. Has she got a job yet? Is she bringing cash? Roger Blair, have you seen your bear lately, or is it still rummaging through the neighbor's trash? Well, I wish her luck. I hope she can find something that's mutually beneficial. Usually over at the park, the bears are seen early morning and late afternoon into the evening. And they're usually close to the perimeter of the park. And They they don't really go to where most of the people are in the park. When I saw those two along the trail, that was, and it was almost like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That was a total surprise. What kind of work is she going to do, Mike? You going to have her taking care of the cows? Yeah, welding is really it's not just a science; it's an art. I've seen some welding that was just, I mean, it looked like art. Extremely consistent, smooth. And then I've seen some other stuff. Looks like somebody was stuttering when they were doing their welding. Well, Mike, that was something. I typed that in Restream, and it posted it in YouTube and Rumble, and then Restream showed me what just got typed in Rumble and YouTube. That's hilarious. I don't think it's done that before, but at least I know it's going to Rumble and showing up. And if anybody types something in Rumble, it'll show up here. Really? Yeah, yeah. I knew it was sending it out to every platform, but it was is the first time that what I sent to the platforms came back to me for both of them. Roger, I'll have to look that up. I was just fascinated that he was born in Happy, Texas. Oh no, I want it. I want it to go to both, and I want it to come in from both. It had just never showed up. It had just never showed up like that in Restream. Yeah, Judy. Right now, the stream is going to Rumble and to YouTube. And the thing about Rumble is usually the people over at Rumble are pretty quiet. They don't type in chat as much as people on YouTube. But it is the exact same thing both places. But the Rumble channel all of a sudden got some interest. But somebody was telling me yesterday that they thought that YouTube was going to start charging people to watch live feeds. And if they do that, uh, I don't know how many lives, if any, I would do, because I don't want people to have to pay for watching a live stream. I'd probably just do Rumble. And Rumble has their own studio for going live, and you can use it for multiple people on the panel. Well, that was a rumor, Judy. It was just a rumor. But if it was to come to be the way they do stuff, I don't know. Maybe the people telling me that or were just they misheard something, because a lot of channels, their live streams are private and you get charged. They charge you to watch their live stream. For me, that I couldn't do that. Nope. Yeah, that's it, Mike. Exactly. But that's the channel that decides that, not YouTube. So, like I said, the person might have misheard something or misread something, but that was the latest rumor I'd heard about YouTube. And I'm not going to charge people for a live. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. It's like the Nature Channel. YouTube plays commercials now and then to cover the storage of the files and everything, but the Nature Channel is never going to be monetized, because I don't want commercials playing in the middle of some of the relaxation videos. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not independently wealthy, but at the same time, I haven't missed a meal. And the Nature Channel will never be monetized. This one, if somebody interrupts my talking on a video, who cares? I don't like the channels that play commercials during a live when people are talking, because most of the time when the commercial plays, it doesn't go back and pick up where you left off in the live feed. So you miss whatever the people have said during the commercial. What? Judy, this is the first I've heard about you being in surgery that long. Judy, you were on the prayer list for, you know, last 2 or 3 weeks that you were having medical issues, but I didn't know anything about the 11 hours. Yeah, Mike. I mean, okay, you want commercials and you want to make some money. There's nothing wrong with that, but respect the people coming into you to watch your program. Well, Judy, if you could email me, that would be appreciated. I have an email listed on both channels. The the YouTube thing about making cash, I'm all for that. Uh, we were talking about this the other day. Uh, I was on a panel on another channel, and there was other people, and we were talking back and forth. And then, somebody was on the panel. I thought they had a good head on their shoulders. I looked them up on YouTube, and I found where they were being interviewed. I click on it and I'm watching. I'm like, well, this person's really consistent. They're saying, the same thing they said the other day. And I kind of like people who are consistent. Their stories don't change, so to speak. And so I played it and I was listening to it. The channel that it was playing on had taken the video from the channel that I had been on talking to the guy, and they had edited it and was putting it out like it was coming from their channel. I hope this all makes sense because it's kind of folded in on itself. Um, you know, if they were trying to make money off of that, I disagree with that totally because it was somebody else's channel, and they had, in my opinion, intentionally changed it to look like it was the person playing it. It's I don't know about that one. Yeah, I mean, and they edited it down. The channel that I was on, there was multiple people on the panel, but whoever this was, they had edited it down to just show one person at a time, and the person who was talking. and everything was going fine. I thought, you know, it was, going to be something different until I heard me asking a question. And I looked at the screen and they had zoomed in, and instead of showing the whole panel, they were just showing me. And with all the headaches that YouTube, you know, gives people for so-called copyright infringement, I don't see how they put up with that. But uh, if they had put it up and said, I really enjoyed this program the other day, and they were playing it in the background, and they had said, this is such and such a channel, you might want to go check it out, and they were listening to it, and the channel owner making comments, I can kind of see that one. But when you edit it down to where it looks like it's on your channel, nah. Oh, geez. I didn't know that, Mike. Oh, I got off on a tangent. Everybody left. But we got to talking about the different platforms. Okay, great. That's more like it. The birds are starting to sing. So let's see here. Let's get back to this. And we'll put this in. There's another birthday for everybody out there. I read the highlights earlier, but that's a little more detail. I like that it was just scrolling about the Carpenters being on the dating game and they played their music. I like the dating game because they use quite a bit of music from uh, Herb Alpert. Oh no, Val. So the smoke's still getting to you. Uh, they would use Tijuana Taxi and several songs off of his album. Uh, Whipped Cream and Other Delights, I'm pretty sure is the name of the album. Yeah, Val. I think Val works from home, so hopefully she can just stay indoors all day. Mike, didn't you say the air was clear up your way? So maybe clear air is coming your way, Val. Yeah, I tell you, this one place I worked, I had a 4 day work week. We worked 10 hours a day, and that will spoil you. I really enjoyed that. Thank goodness, Mike. So, Val, maybe some clean air is coming your way. Yeah, Val, I understand. I feel for him. I grew up with asthma in Winston-Salem area. Everybody smoked around here, raised tobacco. I hope he's able to stay indoors as much as possible. And with COPD, using a mask actually makes it harder to breathe, also, usually. Mr. Lee. Nah, Mr. Lee, I figured you wouldn't be there because I figured you were juggling sleep and soccer. But just so you know, Mr. Lee, you missed everything. I'm telling you. But Mr. Lee, we got Judy, Val, Mike, Roger Blair. It sure is good to see Judy in chat and find out that she's on the men's. Yeah, you missed everything. I don't think you missed anything overly important. I didn't. I held off going on to the subject of Van Morrison until you were coming back because I think you and Tina were the main two people interested in that. And like I said, I already know a little bit about Van, but I don't know everything. Don't even pretend to know much. Anjali, hello. I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly, but boy, I sure like that name. Yeah, I remember seeing you in Mike's chat. And the key thing about Judy is recovery. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Lee, I'm sorry about that. Let me take care of this. Mr. Lee says he's laying out in the sun getting a tan. Uh, I'm doing pretty good for an old man. Had a little bout with the Hornets last week. Had to take Benadryl for a couple of days. I really appreciate everybody hanging out Saturday night because I was still in a fog from the Benadryl. I don't know that I had to take it, but it was more of a just in case take it because I've been stung so many times. I'm surprised I'm not allergic to them. And since nobody's here but me, if I was to lay down, go to sleep, and have a reaction, I might not wake up. Oh, thank you, Anjali. What makes this live stream so good is the people that come into chat. They teach me. They teach me about music, and hopefully, I teach them a little bit about music. Yeah, we've got hornets in the ground here, Mister Lee, and you don't see them until you push the mower over them, and then they come out mad. And but the little beggars stung me, and it was a little bit painful. But I played matchmaker and travel consultant, and I sent them to meet their maker. And I really don't like. Everybody says just pour some gasoline down the hole and light it. I'm not a fan of pouring gasoline down a hole when you have well water. I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff. So what I do is I give them just a little hit of hornet spray, and then I park the lawnmower over the hole and clamp the safety so that the lawnmower keeps running. And when the little beggars come up out of the hole, they run into a lawnmower blade. I bet they did, Mike. Let me tell you. And it's been dry. I do not understand what happens with those things, but when it's been dry, the sting is twice as bad. Oh man, Mike, when did this happen? Was this after you got the sunburn? That would be bad if they were stinging you on the sunburn. Kathy Bates. Oh man. Oh, that's good, Mike. I'm glad. Kathy, like I say, good to see you, Kathy. Uh, and these little beggars, every once in a while, you'll run across those that are extra evil. And what they do is they curl up and they will bite you, and then they will sting in the bite. And thank goodness they're not, you know, everywhere, but they, I've run into them a couple of times. So they take a chunk out of you and then they sting where the chunk came out. Uh oh. I don't know about the fusing thing. Let's see here. In case Sharon's still driving, we got Mr. Lee 3PO, Judy Wheeler, WTF Mike, Anja Lee, all in chat. Kathy Bates in chat. Roger Blair still in chat. Jeez, Mr. Lee. I guess you'll be giving up the ballet. Baryshnikov will be relieved. He won't have the competition anymore. Mr. Lee, how long before they do this to you, the surgery? Yeah, I know, Mr. Lee. I've been lucky. My only wrecks were pretty much on my dirt bike. And the worst one was when I was, like I said, young and dumb. I was trying to be Evel Knievel, and I was doing a wheelie and trying to go through the gears. I knew fifth gear was a little weak, so I gave it a little extra gas, and the bike was coming over on me. I bounced on the pavement on my hands and knees, but the friction caused the cuts to be singed shut. So I never bled any, which is kind of weird. But anyway, messed up a brand new pair of jeans, and heaven help me, I messed up the handlebars and the gas tank on the motorcycle, and I was just devastated. But I was lucky that I had taken the turn signals off of that bike. It was a dual purpose bike, and I took the turn signals off so I wouldn't knock them off going through the trails. And if the turn signals had still been on the back of the bike, they probably would have caught me behind my legs and drug me on my back instead of bouncing on my hands and knees. Three months, no walking. Ah, yeah, I, I'm a fan of asking people to quit smoking, but I try not to harp on it. If somebody had told me in 1990, as late as 1990, uh, the that Winston Salem would have smoke free anything, I would have laughed at them. And even Winston Salem, which is home of RJR tobacco, is smoke free just about everything indoors. Yeah, Mike, I know with the farm and everything, you pretty much walking all the time, I would bet. Ouch. Okay, that made me cringe. You got to keep the leg elevated for 3 months? Oh my goodness. Well, we will definitely have you. We will definitely have you on our prayer list. Birds are taking a long break this morning. Just be careful, Mr. Lee. I would just about everybody in chat right now. Uh, I would classify you as overdo it. Every last one of you. Spain won. Okay. Que bueno. I thought YKB would have typed that in chat earlier. I gotta take this call. Nah, that's not a tin roof. That was somebody rolling their trash containers. I've uh, I've had a train in the background here before. Frank, well, I bet you gave the bacon to Maggie. I thought that was the case. Maggie's too good of a puppy. Yep, I believe that, Frank. Maggie's one smart dog. There, there's one channel I was watching, and the woman had a cat, and the cat has her trained so well. The cat will just come up and tap her once and gets a treat. Hey, Sandra Martin. Good morning, Sandra. I don't know if it's the storms or what, or trash day or what, but it's the birds are being real quiet today. Well, Maggie's kind of like Frank's child, but one thing for sure, Maggie is exceptionally well behaved. Well, you're in the right place, Frank, because we have a few Scots coming by now and then. We got a one or two pretty much anywhere around the world. And we're going through some of the birthdays. Yeah, Wiggles is really good. No, I have not seen Mystery Train. And Screaming Jay was just mentioned his birthday or something was recent. I know I put something about him in chat recently or in the scroll. The thing about this is it's limited to 1,000 words, so that's I put in the scroll what I can, and then I'm trying to put the birthdays in scattered through the show. Uh oh, what did you think of, Mike? I'm hesitantly asked. I'll have to see if I can get it on one of my streams. I'm going to do my best not to pay for any streaming services. I'm just not a fan. If I pay for a streaming service, then I feel like I need to get my money's worth. No, Mike. I thought I thought the opening scene in the movie would be enough to put a smile on your face. Chow down hogs, because that humor was right up your alley. But I wouldn't even put those two movies anywhere near one another in ranking. I put Sasquatch Sunset down there, maybe 2 or 3 steps above Monster a Go Go or uh, Manos Hand of Fate. Both are pretty bad. No, Mike, I seriously thought you would like the humor in that. I was wrong. That's just funny. Mike, I don't think you were the only one that recommended that movie. I think it was you and somebody else that was talking it up. Yeah, I hear you, Frank. I I like some of them. I don't like all of them. Heartbreak Ridge would probably be among my favorites. That's just funny, Mike. That's just funny. I saw a movie advertised the other day. I think it might be good. Spider Nor. That one might turn out to be good. It's a different take on the Spider-Man movies. It stars Nicolas Cage. I think is going to be the star of it. I don't know that I'll go to the theaters, but I might keep an eye out for it. Good to know, Mike. But any movie that I've tried to watch that's less than 20 years old, uh, it's not well written, not interesting, uh, just comes across as a waste of time right from the get go. Yeah, there's a Spider Man like the DC Comics or the comic book version of Spider Man. It'll be real actors, not cartoon, but that's coming out. And then this Nicolas Cage one is coming out. I think Cage can be funny at times. His delivery, I could see how it wouldn't be for everybody, but there's one point in the movie where, and this is one of the little clips that they're doing in the advertisement, the promo, uh, and he is looks like he's practicing shooting his web in a room. Somebody walks in on him, and he says it's Tai Chi. I recommend it. So that was a pretty good little quirk, quip, quip. Yeah, yeah. You go woke, you go broke. Plain and simple. It's like one certain company took the hottest movie serials uh, that was going, and they made it woke and killed it. Just it Nobody wants to watch it anymore. I guess they've got so much money they don't care for people to watch the movies. They just want to promote their outlook on how things should be, in their opinion. I don't know. Mike, I haven't even heard of that one. Isn't that terrible? Kathy, I never thought of Nicolas Cage as Italian. Yeah, Roger, I know. They just they did the same thing to Star Trek, Star Wars, Superman, Supergirl. Uh, oh, I can't even think of that. The Odyssey. They did it to that, and so many others. It's just been crazy. And just a suggestion. I'm no expert, but if you hire an actress or an actor to be in your movie, maybe you need to put a stipulation in the contract that they don't speak badly about the movie. Just saying. Well, Frank, unfortunately, too many in Hollywood and the music business is into that. I don't know anything about him collecting shrunken heads, but you never know. I mean, the music business goes back to, I think it was the 20s when Robert Johnson went down to the crossroads and made a deal with the devil so that he could, you know, be a great blues man. There's so much lore around that story, though. Who's to say what's true and what's not true? But I know somebody who went down to the crossroads, got some dirt. Oh, Kathy, I didn't know that. See, I learned something here too. Uh, they went down to the crossroads and got some dirt, and they started having problems. and somebody they know asked them if they could have the dirt. It was in a small bottle, handed it to them, and then the person who originally took it, their problems seemed to go away, but the person who was in possession of the dirt uh, started having problems. It could be a coincidence. It might not be. Yep, You're exactly right. But Robert Johnson had certain things happening. I mean, he was going around trying to play in the blues clubs and everything. He was trying his best to get time on stage, and it got to where everybody was saying no, don't let him get up on stage. Anybody worth a flip was saying, don't let Robert get on stage. He's terrible. And when he went down and made his deal with the devil and come back, and everybody said he played great after that. But he had some physical stuff going on. He had a cataract on one of his eyes, and when the lights was put on him when he was up on stage, the eye looked really weird, and that added to the lore of him being possessed by the devil. But I'm not a guitar player, but it seems to me if you're terrible at playing guitar and just a few months later you're called one of the best around, what took place? Did something click in his head and he just became a good player? Did he learn a trick about his guitar? Who knows? It's probably one of those things that's lost in history and we'll never know. Mike's just stirring the pot, Kathy. I totally agree with you, Frank. He'll keep you on your toes. That's one thing for sure. There you go, Frank. Show everybody how to do it. And of course, everybody is welcome to share their channel if you want to. Nightbot does pretty good most of the time, Frank. Yeah, links on the showing up in phones, people using their phones is a little more difficult. I don't know why YouTube hasn't fixed that, but they haven't. But I don't think anybody's going to forget Cranky Frankie for the channel name. And that's because he was cranking up the volume, not because he's cranky. Well, maybe sometimes, but not all the time, Frank. I don't think I've seen you cranky on any of your live videos. I don't recall any. And if I had, I'd say, yeah, maybe once or twice, but I don't think I've ever seen you cranky. Is she into K-pop? Uh, uh, I am not into K-pop, but there was one young girl. She was on like Korea's Got Talent or Korea Idol or something like that. And she gets up to the microphone, and you hear this sweet little voice just barely whispering out. And they ask her what she's going to do, and she says she's going to perform Adele's "Rolling in the Deep." And you can see the judges just kind of roll their eyes. This sweet little voice is going to try to sing Adele. Nah. And then the music starts, and this little kid just belts out a tune beyond belief. Uh, I don't remember her name. Her last name is Kim. Obviously, that's too easy. It's Kim in Korea is like Smith in America. It's common last name. Uh, but she just looks so small and so dainty, but boy, she's belts out that too. I might have to look up that video and put it in a post. I just wish I could sing. Well, Mike, if you want to annoy her, put on Doris Day. That would be pretty much the opposite. Doris Day could sing. She sang quite well back in the 50s. She'd become much better known for acting, but she was a really good singer. Yeah. And you could say you thought of the Carpenters because today is the anniversary of them appearing on The Dating Game. It's in the scroll going across the bottom of the screen. Uh, Karen had one of the most unique voices, and if it hadn't have been for all this record people messing with her head, that group would have been three times as big as they turned out to be because Richard he just had a grasp of taking a song and making it pretty near perfect. That's just beyond belief. Frank, I do too, buddy. Let me tell you, when they were on The Dating Game, I was 13 years old. Actually, a month, not quite a month short of my 13th birthday. But boy, I was just head over heels for Karen Carpenter. Yeah, she was a fantastic drummer. But they didn't want her behind a drum set. They wanted her out front. She would have been her mental health would have been much better if they'd have left her behind the drums. And playing the drums and being able to sing the way she was able to sing playing drums, that is an amazing talent. The drummer for the Eagles, he was pretty good about singing and playing drums at the same time. I think it was Paper Lace. Their drummer was a good singer. Then, of course, we got Phil Collins, probably one of the better known drummer singers. I don't totally disagree with that, Mike, today, but when I was 12 years old, she was good looking. And oh my goodness, she could sing. She could really sing. She was one of those people that her looks drastically changed with her hairstyle. There was certain hairstyles she had. She looked a lot better than others. And that's another birthday we're celebrating today. But you know, Mike, there's a few that I thought looked good when I was 13, 14 years old that I don't think that way anymore. Hang on, Mike. Oh yeah, nah, she ain't that good looking. The carpenter that's out now, she's got camera angles and makeup and all kinds of fake stuff going on. Yeah, Sabrina, I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure. She's too much fake, 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 fake. I can't think of a singer today that isn't overly fake. Probably she's been around a long time. Amy Lee. Amy's pretty much just herself. Wow. How old's your nephew? Isn't he about 14, 15, something like that? Yeah, Celine Dion needed like half a dozen double cheeseburgers, emulsified and an IV. Celine is too thin. Yeah, I thought he was right there at the teenage. His taste will change over time. Probably the only ones I liked when I was 13 that I still would be agreeable with my opinion then would be Yvonne DiCarlo, uh, Dawn Wells, Yvonne Craig, Mike. Let's not get too bad here. As far as faces go, Taylor Momsen, the singer for the Pretty Reckless, her face is okay, but she puts on that real dark makeup and she is way too thin. She's like Celine Dion, just super thin. But boy, that girl can sing. She's got a great singing voice. They just released an album too. They released an album within the last 10 days. Uh, I'll just remind everybody of what I say probably too often. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. There's too much, there's too little, and there's just right. Celine, too little. But she's another one of those that, oh my goodness, she had a voice. Frank, I wish the same thing. I wish I would be a great singer, but my singing voice is zilch. It, I don't have anything to work with. My voice is just too rough. Frank can sing quite well. I was talking to Sonia this morning. She had a live stream before I went live, and she sings pretty good, but she realizes she's not a perfect singer. And but she'll try to sing anything. She'll take a request and she'll give it her best shot. That's for sure. I appreciate that about her. If if I was to give something a best shot, there would be zero people uh, watching, and YouTube would probably throw me off. That's how bad my singing is. I haven't heard anything out of Wolf Mother in some time. I need to look them up. Well, Mike, when I before my voice changed, I sang, in the choir at church. I sang at school, and I mean, nobody was making, major requests that I sing, but nobody was frowning or, giving me any grief. And but when my voice changed, I lost all ability. I mean, it's a little bit depressing because I mean, I like music quite a bit. Uh, well, that's why I play trumpet. You can't sing while you play trumpet. But the playing trumpet was as much because I was a fan of several people that played trumpet, Herb Alpert and Doc Severson to be at the top of the list. But it also was good breathing exercise for my asthma. Playing trumpet was a whole lot more fun than blowing up balloons. Oh, really, Kathy? Where did you guys sing at? And I'm going to refrain from saying what's going through my mind. I'm waiting to see where you two sang your duet. That's pretty bad, Mike. That's, I don't think your singing voice is quite that bad, Mike, but I don't know for sure. John P. What's happening, John P? So you did karaoke on YouTube. I give you credit for even trying to do karaoke on YouTube because some of the timing delays makes it very difficult. John P. the Candyman. I'm going to have to change that one really soon because your baby's not really much of a baby anymore. John P., how you feeling today? Oh, a couple of minute warning, guys. John, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. Please tell your family we said hello from North Carolina. Let's see what it says. Oh, I'm glad you had a great party, John P. And I'm extra glad everything went well. Uh, Mike, you're pretty close to the temperatures we were having here at about the same time of day. Well, we might be 4 degrees above you, but down in South Carolina, they were 4 or 5 degrees above me here, and their high for today is going to be like 8 degrees higher than here. Again, one of those reasons that I got out of Dodge. So I appreciate everybody coming in today. All goes well. We'll see everyone again tomorrow morning. As always, I hope only kind words come your way and that everybody gets the day that they deserve.